Okay, good afternoon everybody. Running a little bit behind time today due to rain delays. It looks like we're just about ready to kick off now. So this one being played between Howick and Waitakere Bears. Lineups been pushed through in a bit of a rush, so lineups will be available shortly, but defensive wise for the Bears on the mound, pitching today, number 25, Paulina Hale. She's pitching to number 12, Araha Noa Noa. First base, number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Second base, number 7, Aisha Hooper. Number 43, Tania Lamatangi, playing short. Number 34, Brooklyn Timu, playing third. Left fielder, playing left field is number 13, Bu Quinn. Number 2, Kata Clark out in centre field. And rounding up the starting 9 is Rebecca Bromhead out in the right field. So in the box for Howick, number 10, Devlin Ontivios. Just trickling one down first base line there, but going foul. So she'll come back and reset, have another shot at that one. Hale delivering a rise there, couldn't tempt her. So quite a big rain dump, just cleared, but now the humidity's starting to climb through the roof, so the ladies are going to find this one a little bit difficult. So beautiful speed there shown by Amatangi coming from short, about 15 feet back behind third to grab that one out of the air. Clap and a cheer goes up, first out for Howick. And that'll bring up number 12, Tamsin Smith. Driven down, but again, Amatangi cleaning up the shortstop. The throw through to Fletcher at 1, 2 down for Howick. And that'll bring in number 7, Brianna Gibson. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss by Gibson. Just inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sun's starting to come out now, so heat will rise, humidity will rise. Fouled off again. Went outwards, but come off Gibson's leg, so ball will go dead. fourth ball delivered, so Gibson will head on down to 1. And they'll bring in the designated runner, which is number 5, Hannah Greenaway. Down the centre from Hale. In the box for Howick, number 20, Alison Spinis-Valanis. Driven hard. Amatangi couldn't get it. So that'll be cleaned up by Kata Clark in centre field. Nevertheless, safe, secure single for Allison. So Howick now with runners 1 and 2. 2 down. Bears will just be looking for a quick out here just to clean this one up. And another one just driven through to short with the flick to second for the third out. So first one away for Howick, no runs in. No little ball game at this stage. We'll be back going into the bottom of the first. Bears up to bat next.
DeMarini bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with the Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, just about ready to get underway in the bottom of the first here. So defensive lineup today for Howick. Alison Spinis-Valanis pitching. She'll be pitching to Katie White behind the plate. Phoebe Davies playing first. Karina Ra playing second. Third base today is Ariana King. Shortstop, Brianna Gibson. Left field, Tamsin Smith. Centre field, Devlin Ontivios. And rounding up their starting 9 is number 9, Amy Russell. So in the box for the Bears, Number 7, Aisha Hooper. Got her on the change up on that one, swing and a miss. Got a piece, but fouled out over the third ball line. Or third baseline, I should say. And a swing and a miss, got her on that third. So Hooper will head on back in. And swapping spots with her. First time in the box for this game, number 43, Tanila Matangi.
Clearly not.
Ball on that one.
On the Bears, eh?
So 2-1 the count on Amatangi.
One, no.
Got a piece, but just fouling back.
One.
Nice hold by Amatangi, just outside. And got her looking on that third. So 2 down for the Bears. Brings up number 25, Karina Hale. Big swing from Hale, but got caught with that change up. And driven down the third base line. Nicely picked up by Ariana Kingi there for the throw through to 1. 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back still with a 0-0 ball game, but going into the top of the second.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper.
Could be a quick one here, so Phoebe Davies was in the box for, sorry, Ariana Kingi was in the box for Howick. First pitch was a hot fly. Karina Hale herself coming forward to field that one. One down for Howick. That'll bring up number 18, Kaylee White. Bit of a hello shot there, driving it down into her own foot. The outside edge.
Yeah, old school style. I know you know I meant to do that. So today she puts that hump behind her head. Alison chose to do that. Comes through and yeah, it's not a weekend. So when Zoe gets back, she's going to do
Swung on, popped up. That'll shoot out over the fence for a foul. Punch down. Amatangi coming through and nicely collecting that one with a throw through to Fletcher at 1. 2 down for Howick. That'll bring up the DP for Howick, number 9, Veronica Pickover.
She didn't just get struck out at.
She don't want any of it. She doesn't want any of it.
So it looks like a wee bit of a change going on here.
They're just recording the game.
No. Do you have a number 15?
Yeah, just drop it out for 10.
Sorry?
Who's she?
Okay. So Karina Ram will step in instead of Veronica Pickover to bat.
Yeah, I told her. You're used to the routine now, so. No balls, 1 strike. And the other 5 times I've been since she's been here, right? And she was
So obviously she was the flex player. They don't actually want to hit a bat.
And now she's just starting to run. Well, wait till I call time before you go running.
Big hit, high and deep. But Kayla Clark in centre field comfortably under that one for the catch and the 3rd out for Howick. We'll be back going into the bottom of the 2nd, still a 0-all ball game. Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the second here. No runs in yet. They've just been making a couple of changes by the look of it. Ground still very damp, so obviously having to keep the balls dry. Give the pitchers the best chance they can. Nevertheless, looks like we're just about ready. So in the box for the Bears, number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Just outside. Swapping sides, inside that time. 2 balls, no strikes. Nice swing from Fletcher, but couldn't get hold of it. 2 and 1. Called second. 2 and 2. Nice hold from Fletcher, didn't get drawn in from the rise ball. Punch hard out into the hole. Nice work from Fletcher. Good hard flat drive to centre field. She'll go through safe for the single. And Nick will bring the DR and number 5 Michaela Cross to run for Fletcher. Brings up into the box number 9 Rebecca Bromhead. So Bromhead drawing the stroke, giving Cross the ability to steal second. It's a nice throw down, but not in time. Punched up and high. High out to left field. Safely taking that catch, so Bromhead will head back in. Which brings up for the Bears number 34, Brooklyn Timu.
You did so good to hold on that next one.
Here we go,
Down the centre that time, 1 on the count. Timu fouling back on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evens it up, 2 and 2.
Hey, Brookie, hey, Brookie! Here you go, Brookie!
Fouling out. She'll come back and reset. It's going to be a batter's game. This one, sun just starting to drop low now. First, second and right field will start to struggle with the sun directly in their eyes. Got it looking. So 2 down for the Bears. Brings up number 13, Buquin. Called on that one. 1-1. So Cross coming in for the slide into third. Not quite there in time. So it's 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back going into the top of the third. Still a 0-0 ball game.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat.
Faster than lightning, that one. So in and out, Timu coming forward very quickly to pick that one up and throw through to first. 1 down for Howick.
Nice start, chap. Come on, let's go. Come on. A little bit more active, let's go.
Ball high, 1-1. Two and 1 the count.
Yeah, nice job, chap.
Been chasing, didn't pull out of it. 2 and 2. A nice try by the Bears, but she got there in time. So now safe for the runner on. Brings up number 12, Tamsin Smith. Bunt laid down. They'll chase. They'll get Smith at first. So her job's done, advancing, pardon me. Advancing Devlin Ontivios through to 2. 2 down now for Howick. That'll bring up number 7, Bree Gibson. Down the centre from Hale. Called strike. Just a wee bit low. 1-1. Two balls, one strike. 3-1.
Come on, chump! Yeah, nice spot.
Nice inside edge there. Stacks it up. Full house. Punched by Gibson, but Quinn coming in very quickly from the left field for that call. 3 down for Howick. We'll be back going into the bottom of the third. Still a 0-0 ball game. Okay, so bottom of the third here, still a little ball game. Just had to go and adjust the camera so we can get that flare sorted. So Kayla Clark drops one down, unable to get through to first successfully. So 2 down for the Bears. Boo Quinn was up before her. Hit a grounder, but it was a 4-3 out. And in the box for the Bears, number 12, Araha Nonoa. Holding on the rise. Just outside. Full low.
It's you, get up there right here.
3-1 the count on Noa.
Back to it, Huck. Here we go. You got now.
Put up. In the hole. So Noa will go through safe at 1. And Nuku will bring in the DR for the Bears.
Good job, Otto.
Cut across 2 run for
Take mine
her.
up on fan the sun.
Good running with your eyes. Hey, the Ish. Come on, Ish. Get it, Shadow. Come on, Ish. See it. Hands back. Hey, Ish. Come on, Ish. Ish.
Ball low.
Job, Ish. Hey, Ish. Here you go, Ish. Come on, Isha. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Beautiful deep drive by Hooper. Centre fielder. And centre field coming through very quickly, heading towards the back fence, taking that catch. 3 down for the Bears. We'll be back going into the top of the 4th. Still a 0 ball game. So number 20, Allison Spinners Felinas, driving a nice one through to centre field, giving her a safe single. Load the bunt down, they'll pick it up, take the runner at first, 2 down. Now with the runner out on 2. Just trying to adjust the outfield camera just so we're not getting so much sun flare from it. We'll give that one a shot, see how we go. Driven hard, but fouling out over the third base line.
You got this, Ari! You can do it!
So, number 3, Ariana Key in the box, currently for Howick. Swung on and fell back. Hit again, but fell back over. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Popped up. It's in the hole. It was a nice run, but wasn't there in time. Beautiful flick in from Quinn to Timu. 2 down now for Howick. Kingy will go safe at first on a fielder's choice. Obviously Bears electing to take that lead runner. Brings up number 18, Kaylee Watt. Popped up. And Fletcher coming forward from first to take the catch and the 3rd out for Howick. We'll be back going into the bottom of the 4th.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, just about ready to get back underway here. Bottom of 4, no runs on 3 to the team yet. Sun just starting to drop behind, taking that glare out of the woman's eyes.
Here you go, it's Neil! Good, it's Neil.
From the box for the Bears, number 43, Tanila Matangi.
Drive.
I'm back.
You're back.
Thanks, Sam.
Popped up, it'll be in the hole. Nice work from Matangi. She'll go through safe at one. Called strike on Hale.
Hey, Chubby, here we go! Here we go, Chubby!
Hey, Chubby!
1-1 the count.
Hey, Chubby!
So driven down, Hale will take the sacrifice set first. Amatangi will advance to 2.
Way to move it, Tom.
Brings into the box number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Top flight. Get some sliding across from short. Take that one in the glove.
Keep it going, girls. Keep it going. Come on now.
Two down now for the Bears. Brings up number 9, Rebecca Bromhead.
Hey, pick up! Here we go, pick up!
Given hard, but called foul. One on Bromhead. Again, nice hard solid drive, but just fouling down that third base line. Close, but just not quite in time. So the throw will beat Bromhead there, brings up the third out for the Bears. We'll be back going into the top of the 5th, still in a little ball game. Okay, just about ready.
Why don't you use one of these?
Bottom of 5 at Simpson. Cheers versus Howick. No runs on yet for either.
Oh, Brooklyn, it's your time.
Brings up into the box. Number 34, Brooklyn Teamers. Ball that side. It's hard and high, but that'll foul out over the third base fence. Jumbo teammate. Teammate was humming, she got there. Got to be happy with that. So she'll swap places with Cross, the young speedster. I'm going to bring up number 13, Brooklyn. Howick not liking that one. They thought they had the force at 2. So Connor Howard had a different view of it. He was standing right there, so cross will be safe. Quinn also safe on first, so Bears with runners 1 and 2 now. Brings up number 2, Kayla Clark. Nice work by Clark there, laid a perfect bunt down. Couldn't quite get there herself, but as you'll see on screen, Cross and Quinn both advancing to 2 and 3. So we're scoring contention now, and that'll bring in number 12, Arahan Noanoa. Fouled up and over the first base line.
I got one. We got. Yeah, right now. We'll watch from here though.
So just the one down for the Bears so far. Ball high. Inside. No, just skipping out of the way. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Reset.
You're in here now.
Swing and a miss from Noanoa. 2 and 2.
Put yourself on. One away.
Got a piece, but foul back.
Yeah, but it's more because the foot's getting away a little bit. Which one's a little bit dislocated, yeah? You're alright. Drive through the middle of the ball. That's all we want. Get yourself off. Get yourself off.
Stay with us. You won't try and switch if she does get a piece, because I've got a feeling Cross will come home like lightning.
Sit.
Again, foul up and back over the fence.
Some people just spin it a bit. Because, like, if you think it's foul and you look up and
Through the middle of the ball, eh?
true, and you
Get through the middle of the ball.
if you just assume it's
So Blue will just check the ball coming in, make sure it's official. Looks all good.
here we go now!
Go get it, Alex. Good job.
Good patience being shown by Noanoa. Stacked up now, 3 and 2.
I was just waiting for this Here we go now! Let's do it!
Good.
She was 100% that it was a walk, but Blue behind the plate had a different thought. So called third on Noanoa, she'll head back in. 2 down now for the Bears, still obviously runners in the scoring contention. Brings in number 7, Aisha Hooper. Ball high. But hard and high. And safely into the glove of the waiting left field. Bears left 2 stranded there, unfortunately. Still a 0-all ball game. We'll be back going into the top of the 6th.
big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double-barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, here we go. Top of the 6th, little ball game. In the box for Howick.
He's there, let's go.
Number 12, Simpson Smith.
Come on now, please. Nice job.
She went. Strike.
Yes, I did.
Let's go, girls.
Here you go, Chubby!
1-1 the count. Just a wee bit low.
Marina. Go on, Chub, hey, Chub.
Hey, Chubby, hey, Chubby! Nice! That's you!
Nice position from Hale on that one, called strike. 2-2 the count, evened up. Popped, it'll fly up. And Fletcher will catch that one on the fence line.
Yay.
So 1 down for Howick. And that'll bring up number 7, Brianna Gibson.
Same thing, okay, on the...
That's you, Chubby!
Rise on the first one for a ball. Second one straight down the tram lines for a called strike.
Oi. You're doing the running one. On this one, you're doing the running throw. On the run throw.
Coming out of Hale's hand, knocked totally under control, so that'll be a second ball. So 2-1 the count. Fouling out over the third base line. 2-2. Stacked up now. And punch, it'll be out in the gap. Gibson will get there in time. Throw came in, wasn't fantastic. Looks like Gibson might have pulled a muscle. So just the one down, they'll bring a DR into run.
DR, go to one.
It's number 5, Hannah Greenaway will come into run for Gibson. I'm going to bring up number 20, Alison Spinis-Polinis.
One down here, one down! What's the middle?
Looking like they're just calling a quick timeout. timeout over. Looks like we're ready to get going again. Punch down, but it'll go foul.
Good, Chubby. Get aerial with it. Put it in the air. Yeah, hit it hard. You got the shift on you. Hit over them.
So 1-on-1 the count. Popped up. Fletcher will slide across, comfortably take that one, and that'll hold up Greenaway at first. Brings up number 19, Phoebe Davies. Big, hard, deep drive. Huge drive out to the backfield there from Davies. That'll give her a stand-up double. At the same time, we'll bring in Greenaway and give us the first run of the game for Howick. So it looks like Howick will just run through who there. So time has obviously been called. They will bring in a runner for Davies. And that'll bring up into the box for Howick, number 3, Ariana Kingy. First one down the ball. Big swing and a miss from Kingy.
Shot there, go.
1-on-1.
Down here.
Once that ball's released, you come, yeah? Don't wait till you come. As soon as that ball's released, get off the play.
Come on, hurry. Yes, Dan, you did do that.
Fouled off down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off again.
Job there, Chief.
So just seen the number on the courtesy runner. So running for Phoebe Davies is number 4, Kyan Oliver. Another big one hit by Kingy, but straight into the waiting glove of Clark in centre field for the third out. Still, Howick managing to bring one in. We're back going into the bottom of the 6th with Howick leading this one 1-0.
bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Just about ready. Kicking off bottom of the sixth. Bears looking to claw one back here.
There you go, Seamies.
Win this inning, eh, girls?
Do it. Let's do it.
Two needed to jump in front.
Woo!
So first off for the Bears will be number 43, Tennille Amatangi.
Create something for us, Tennille. Here we go, Tennille. Good pass. Okay, Tennille.
Had a look, strike called.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, she got hit. Hey, Tennille. I think it's Here we go, Tennille. Here we go, Tennille. Monty. Good job, Tennille. Okay, Tennille.
1-1 the count.
Hey.
Slap down. Straight to Kingy. And that'll bring up the first out for the Bears. Brings up number 25, Karina Hale. Driven hard by Hale. She'll go through comfortably to first. And Howick will retrieve that from centre field. The hold her there. Hale will switch places with the DR for the day, number 5 McKenna Cross. And that'll bring up number 1 Michelle Fletcher.
Come on, Mitchie! Good, Mitchie. Hey, Mitchie!
Fletcher holding, not chasing the rise.
Hey, Mitchie, come on, Mitchie!
Popped up and high. Collision between two players, dropping that ball in the foul territory. Should have been a guaranteed, but Mitchell will come back and take another swing. Just in the slot behind. So a nice shot by Fletcher just behind first. We left it on that angle. Cross coming around to 3. Fletcher following. Throw coming across. A little bit of indecision between the fielders, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. Anyway, Cross is held up at 3. In scoring contention now. So Nukunuku is coming out calling time. He'll send Sam Smith out onto second to run for Fletcher. And that'll bring up number 9, Rebecca Bromhead. to 1 down so far for the Bears. A nice big solid swing by Bromhead, couldn't grab it though. Another punch by Bromhead, but just skimming off the top of the bat this time. So no balls, 2 strikes.
Take their motion. Hey, Kills. Take their motion out. Use your brain. Now look.
So a hit straight to the third baseman. Unfortunately, Bears not able to capitalise on that. 2 down now for the Bears.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
That'll bring up number 34, Brooklyn Timu.
Okay. Here we go, Brookie. Here we go, Brookie. Hold it. Dog, good eye.
So 1 ball, no strikes.
Here you go, Brookie. Brookie. Come on, Brooklyn. Here we go, Brooklyn. Here we go now. Yes.
Have a look. Strike called.
Lead the ball here, Brookie. Come on, Brookie. Here you go, Brooklyn. Oh, Brookie. Let's pitch. Zone right in here. Zone right in. Go, you, Brookie.
Time called by the Howick catcher. Quick chat. Trying to play a bit of strategy, I think.
Hey, Brookie. You got Brookie.
Okay, so here we go. Timu back on the box. 1-1 to count. Questioned it. No swing. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, Brookie. Here you go, Brookie. See, come here, Brookie. Zone right in, Brookie. Zone right in. Play for the job, Brookie. Good job. Nice zone.
No call, 3-1.
Here you go, Brookie. Hey, Brookie. Hey, Brookie. Here we go, now. Here we go.
So Spooner will run. Cross will come sliding on in for the safe. Timu made it to first by a whisker, but nevertheless, could be an inch, could be a mile. Still called safe. So score evened up, 1-1 with runners in the corners. And up next for the Bears, number 13, Boo Quinn.
Really liked that, really enjoyed it. We just get one more now. Yeah. Now's a great time to score. My humble opinion.
Come on, baby, see the ball like
So chit-chats are all finished.
Hey, Boo, hey, Boo.
Ready to rock.
Hey, you, Boo. Come on, Boo.
So Quinn on first, Smith on the third. 2 down with Boo Quinn in the box.
Yes.
Come on now, you've got to watch.
You're right, Boo.
We'll call that a stolen saunter by Timu on that one. Trying to draw that throw, but they went chasing him.
And back. No throw. Be with us here, right? Got to be with us here, right? Nice and relaxed. Okay? See the ball through. See the ball through. Okay? Don't do too much. You got to keep that head down. Shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Baby bird.
Just outside.
Bring that one to try to that center right, eh?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here you go, Good.
2 and 2.
I was deeply offended. I turned around, I was like, I don't usually do that. I was shocked.
Here we go now.
Swing and a miss from Quinn for the 3rd out. Nevertheless, there's a pull 1 back, so we're 1-1. And we'll be back going into the top of the 7th.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also...
Hey,
Chubby,
top of the 7th. In the box, number 18. Pardon me, Kaylee White.
Here we go, Chubby! Hey, Chubby, Chub! Nice! Thank you, Chubby! Chubby! Hey, Chubby!
So no balls, 2 strikes.
Nice! One we got here!
Driven down, but Hooper at 2nd, comfortably feeling that one through to 1st for the 1st out for Howick. That'll bring up number 15, Karina Ram.
You're right. Here we go, Chubs. Hey, Chubby.
1 and none. Two balls, no strikes.
Hey, Chubby. Hey, Chubby. Hey, Chubby. Nice. Good
Good
pitch,
swing from Ram, but no
Chubby.
money. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Nice. That's it.
Another big swing, evens it up, 2 and 2.
Hey, Chubby. Hey, Chubby.
Punch
Oh,
tight.
baby. That's it.
Gets straight into the waiting glove of Rebecca Bromhead, coming in hard from right field for the 2nd catch. 2 down now for Howick. Timeout called by Nukunuku. And Hale, having done a sterling effort out on the mound today,
Yeah, Chubby.
will come back in for a rest. And She'll switch places with number 8, Tyler Morrison. So they'll run through some warm-up pitches and we'll be ready to go in a couple of sets. As we said, 2 down, top of the 7th, 1-all game. Okay, warm-up's complete. So in the box, number 14, Amy Russell for Howick. Big swing and a miss from her. Morrison getting all the rise.
Yeah, Tyler, that's the baby. Here we go.
2 delivered, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
And a swing and a miss for the 3rd, and the 3rd out for Howick. So Bears will be looking to light it up here. Top of the 7th, now going into the bottom of the 7th. Still a 1-all ball game. Right, rock and roll time. Bottom of the 7th, 1-all ball game. In the box for the Bears, number 2, Kayla Clark.
Hey, Kays, here we go, Kays. Here we go now.
Punched down by Clark. Not there in time. 1 down for the Bears. Brings up number 12, Arahan Noa Noa.
Come on, Adams! Almost a little bit of trouble up here. Here we go, here we go. We got us. Yes. Yeah, good pass. Good, Adams. Good push, good push. Here we go. Got a 1-2. Hey, Adams. Hey, Adams. No, you Adams. Hey, Adams. Hey, Adams. Hey, Adams. Yes.
Full strike, 1-1.
I
But it fell out over the first base fence. On ball, 2 strikes. And holding on the rise. Weather just starting to change again. Got the sun. Splits are starting to come in. Ball inside. So no, stacked up. 3 and 2 the count. Again, cranked hard, but fouling out over 1. Giving hard. Nice run, nice try, but not there. 2 down. Brings up number 7 and lead off hitter for the Bears, Aisha Hooper. Ball outside. Strike called. Popped up. It's direct to the glove of the waiting second baseman. 3 down. A 1-all ball game at the bottom of 7. We move on to tiebreak. We're back in a sec. Top of the 8th.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
Okay, welcome back to Simpson Reserve. Game today between Howick and the Waitakere Bears. Couldn't get a tighter one through this one. Top of 8th into tiebreak. So they'll start with Amy Russell out on second, and in the box is Devlin Ontivius.
Nice!
First pitch down from Morrison, called strike.
Let's go, Ty. Here we go, Ty.
Go, girls.
Popped high. I'm telling you, he'll come around under that one. Hold it there. So one down for Howick. In the box for them, number 12, Tamsin Smith. Fouling off on that one.
Is it still on?
Nice, Tyler!
Nice swing, Kenzie. Nice swing.
Swung it, fell back. Runner still being held at 2. Driven down, it'll go under Amatani's glove.
Good work.
When we go here, when we
So
go!
Smith will move safely through to first. However, the runner out on second, Amy Russell, still held up there. One down, throw to who?
See where we're going here.
Howard. Lani. Howard.
What did I say?
Otahu.
What did I say to who? It's been a long day. Howick, sorry.
How do you measure softball IQ? There's no test there.
You take it off, Tyler.
So number 16, Shacey District Caldwell in the box for Howick. Swung on and fouled back.
Who's taking it off, Tyler, here now?
Come on, Tyler.
Good.
Don't play.
Come on,
We'll
Bears.
just hit the Tyler, we should throw.
So now you can tell it's been a long day when you start to call a
Hey, Ty, hey, Ty!
Howick team Otahu. But no, definitely Howick were playing. Punched up. That'll foul out over the third base line. So Howick coaches is calling time as well. They'll have a quick chat.
Tyler, if it takes you this way, just get the out here. Okay, but if you get it straight back, you flip through the middle.
Well, outside. Swing and a miss for the third strike. 2 down for Howick. That'll bring in pitcher and being number 20, Alison spinners for Linus. Ball high. So outfield will move back a bit here. Ellison gets hold of this one, it's got to go. Second ball. So Bears just doing a bit of a shift. Hooper holding tight at 2, Fletcher sliding halfway between 1 and 2. Down the centre, strike called.
So Mitchie,
2 and 1.
you should be 2-8. 2 out 8.
So 2 down. A force at 2 will do it for them. Good swing from Ellison. Couldn't get it. Evens it up, 2 and 2. Fouled off.
You got it. Onto it. Good.
You're right here, Ty, like you can here, mate.
The Bears just tightening up on the infield here. Tumu sitting in a bit from third. Anatangi cutting off that gap at short. Fletcher dead in the centre of second and first.
Come on, go.
Popped up.
Keep going.
Fletcher comfortably under it, so they'll take the third out. No damage done. Still 1-1. We'll be back in a second. Bottom of the 8th. Hang tight. Okay, so just sitting up here for the tie break. Light starting to drop just a wee bit. We've been happier if we finish this one in 7. It's been a long day. The devices are starting to run a bit dry on battery power, but managed to snag an external charger, so hopefully we'll get through this one. So Howick just completing the last of their warm-up pitches for the bottom of the 8th.
I feel like we're going to stop. We're going to stop.
So Hooper will start out on second for the Bears in the box. Number 43, Taniela Matangi.
Good job, Snell.
Ball inside, Amatangi holding.
Yeah, mine was way higher. He was like, I was like,
Come on, Tay.
Second one down. Down the centre like a gunshot. 1 and 1.
Confident with yourself, though, but you know what I mean? The calling strikes must be okay.
Let's go, Tanil. Here we go. Let's go for 3. Come on, Tay.
Inside. 2 and 1.
Good job. Like this, Snell.
You know what they're playing, they're right. T1.
Here we go, Snell.
Beautiful attempt at slapping down that third base line. Just rolling foul.
I mean, maybe. We can offer you cold water. If it wasn't in tie rating, maybe I would. Here we go now.
Ball high. Stacked up, 3 and 2. And got her looking. One down for the Bears. Number 25, Karina Hale.
Here we go, Tom!
Punch. It's good. Beautiful job by Hale, just hitting him behind third, so she'll go through safe at 1. Hooper will advance to 3. And Nuka will make the change and bring in the D out to run for Hale, so Michaela Cross will come in to first. So Bears with the runners in the corners, and in the box for them, number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Ball outside. Punch.
Here we go, girls! Get it!
Cross jump. Couldn't tag up in time, so they'll claim the double. We'll be back going into the top of the 9th. Still a 1-all ball game.